Look at this right here. The guy that goes around policing and calling for censorship and then claims that Trump's wrong, there's no censorship of conservatives or patriots. You are incredibly shameful.
How are you doing, Alex?
You're just look at you. You are literally an anti-American, anti-free speech coward. You're going to go down the history books at the Criminal News Network. This is one of the main people right here who thinks you have no memory, who sits there and lobbies. Show him. That sits there and lobbies people to take other news off, claiming they're fake when CNN is the fakest WMD, Gulf Arab state dictatorship funded. Unbelievable. Hey, come on over here, Drew. I want to get this contact. This is unbelievable. I was literally saying I don't see the Criminal News Network here, but indeed we do. Right there at the front of the line at the trough to try to get in there and try to shut down conservative libertarian speech. And of course it comes from the loins of Glenn Beck, the king. I mean, look at those eyes, folks. If you want to see the eyes of a rat, no, seriously, just look at the camera. Look at those eyes. Look at that slobbering to the system and the criminals at CNN, all their warmongering and death, all their fake news, and then running around trying to police the internet and try to shut people down. And then you think people are so stupid. On CNN a week later, you say no one's censoring anybody, no one's pushing for censoring, and then you say that Trump is the one attacking the press, but only doesn't stand up to your lies. Just look at this guy's eyes, man. That is who will rule your life. Him and people like Stelter. That is who want to look at that smile.
Alex, you know, I'd say, so I've known Oliver quite a long time. Good to see you again, Oliver.
Good to see you, Chuck.
Good to see you. You know, he's from Fresno, and he knows better. Because, you know, in Fresno, we actually believe in free speech, and here he is censoring people and doing an organized
policing it. He's the thought police. That is the thought police.
Beforehand, he worked for Dragnet, and of course, I and many other people in the conservative movement helped this guy's career along. But now he's decided that now that he works for CNN, he's going to go and try and shut down voices.
Look, I mean, he's even more evil looking in person.
Something to think about the decisions that you make.
Seriously, you don't even respond because we're just scum. You sit up there at CNN with no viewers, no followers. Everyone can't stand you. And no matter, you can shut everyone down on earth. No one will like you. You understand that? You'll never have billions and billions of fans and followers. You'll never have people that love you.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say, Alex?
You are a dishonorable liar who would never even dare have me on your little tiny shows when you and Stelter call me a virus. You are a virus to America and freedom. You are authoritarianism. Just look in those eyes. The hunger to silence America, the hunger to extinguish the First Amendment, the hunger to deceive, but he can't do it because the fire of liberty is not going to be knocked out. And I want you to know I'm starting to come up here a lot. We're going to be seeing a lot of each other.
That's good.
Just so you know.
Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh, no, you don't talk back to mere slaves. You just act calling everybody's sponsors to get them to dump you, working with Media Matters and the Nazi collaborator George Soros, smiling like a possum that climbed out of the rear end of a dead cow.
You used that one several times.
That's what you look like.
You need to come up with some...
You look like a possum that got caught doing some really nasty stuff, in my view. You're a public figure, too. You'll probably go to Twitter and say, he's bullying me. I'm only trying to deplatform him everywhere and celebrating it, and then insulting my viewers a week later saying no one's doing it. How dumb do you think your viewers are? You think they have no memory like Dari from Finding Nemo? So you can't respond. All you do is deceive. Your job is to be a disruptor.
What do respond to? This is not a...
Are you saying the left isn't trying to deplatform conservatives?
This is not a... I'm not doing an interview with you.
Exactly. There you go. Just look at it. Look at that person. Just stare at, look at that. He thinks he's going to beat America. He wants to politically mount a settlement law. He thinks he can deceive. Oliver Darcy. That, ladies and gentlemen.
What was that?
Anything to say?
No, I have nothing to say to Alex. Good seeing him here.
Yeah, all he wants to do is silence everyone so he can then lie about him and get away with it.
You're broadcasting on Twitter right now, I think, right?
We're going on a lot of places.
Right. You're being really silenced?
Yeah, you've been trying to silence me there. You keep asking why I'm there and then lying about what I said. You're ashamed. It's blown up in your face. Doesn't matter if the New York Times says our viewers are down by half. It's not true. Record traffic and record support, which you guys don't have. You have to be propped up by kingpins and corrupt corporations and foreign Gulf War dictators who launch fake wars in Arab Springs and back ISIS and John McCain and all those other crypt keepers. And you and your boss, Glenn Beck, are charlatans, and everybody sees right through you.
It's been good.
No. We're here talking to you about how you hate America and how you hate the First Amendment and how you think people are stupid. This is literally the equivalent of the Stasi. This guy literally goes around making stuff up, lying about what people said, to then get him deplatformed, and then gets up there on TV and goes, you know, Trump may have a point that Google's too powerful. We need to regulate it. That's backing Senator Warner, that's threatening Google with censorship if they don't roll over to them and steal the midterms. Hey, I'm part of the establishment. Hey, I finally have people that want me. Hey, I'm like Judas Iscariot.
Can't really talk about.
Oh, there he is. Look at the skinny jeans, too. They all love communism, but they got their, $1,000 phones and all the rest of it. You hate America so much, man, you make me sick. Hey, you ever talk about China?
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to that.
You ever talk about China? You ever talk about China and how Apple and Google are all moving over there? Or just how mean I am all day. Build straw men. Because you're a psycho.
Let me get a good picture.
Because you know what you are? You know what you are? You are literally a sociopath. And you think it's funny. You know other people have emotions and care, so you play on it. You must be an incredibly empty person.
Empty person?
Yeah, you are the definition of a fop. You're the definition of a fraud. You are a charlatan that goes around lying about people to destroy the First Amendment.
I haven't lied about anyone, Alex.
Yes, you are a congenital liar. And CNN is a giant fraud and hated the world over.
All right. None of what you're saying is true?
No, yes it is.
Appreciate you
You are a
asking.
liar. You think you can gaslight people and call for censorship and then a day later say you aren't? We've got all your statements. We've got everything. We've got you all over the place lobbying to have media taken down,
That's not true.
lobbying to shut people down,
That's not true.
asking people why they're not shut down.
That's not true.
Yes, and engaging in all that. It's all true. We have all the clips of you saying it. Listen, everybody knows who you are. Look at you. You and Stelter get force-fed by Twitter. You get like 100 retweets because CNN's a joke. CNN's like government cheese. It literally is just force-fed to everyone everywhere. Everyone's sick of it. It's force-fed in public schools. It's force-fed in bars and hotels, making you sit there and watch it.
Sandy Hook? Do they watch?
Oh yeah, they sure do. Just like they lied about babies in incubators and the WMDs and they killed 1 million people, and just like the public has the right to question things, and then you got the New York Times lying about WMDs. The New York Times lying about WMDs and killing millions. But you don't really care about kids. You care about your fake moral high ground. And gun owners are sick of being blamed for what other people in Prozac do who get guns illegally. So that's all you got. And you're going to fail. Just like Hillary failed, we're going to win these midterms. We're going to take this country back. And all you people that have an inferiority complex and think if you can take the greatness of America and dominate it, that you might actually be somebody because you project your own loathing for yourself onto everybody else. I'm a winner. I love myself. I love who I come from. Victory and strength and honor. You are the definition of dishonor. And one day in the Encyclopedia Britannica, Encyclopedia Galactica, it will have your face next to dishonor and the word rat.
What do you hope to accomplish here?
I'm just showing people just the servile nature at the bottom of the barrel that these dying news corporations have to dredge up from the front lines to attack the First Amendment. You're the equivalent of in my view, you're the equivalent of like the Hitler Youth being put on the front line to stop the advance of the Allies.
So you came here to attack the media?
You're not the media. You are fake news. You are the criminal news network. You engage in racketeering trying to shut down real news and real information. You engage in lying and fraud in your audience on a premeditated, continual basis. You got some damn evil eyes, son. Look at it. Want to say something to him, Harrison? Look at those eyes right there. 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 That's what wants to run your life, folks. And if you don't start running your life, he's going to run it. He already thinks he's got scalps. He's one of the main progenitors in this whole operation. You don't think we don't know about Obama's Countering Disinformation and Propaganda Act? You don't think all that's going to come out who's funding this? And your little ID card and all the rest of it? You think we're stupid? You think we're playing games, huh? Think we don't know a thing or two, son? That's illegal, what Obama set up. It's all going to come down. You think because you've got some Democrats and some committees and some stay-behind networks like the 37 angry Democrats in the Justice Department trying to shut down Trump, you think because you've got a rogue group operating inside those agencies that you're going to be able to shut down the free press in America? We are here. Paul Revere is here. The American people are watching, and they're not going to let you win. You called for us to be deplatformed. You pushed it. Now you say it's not even happening. It is true. CNN lobbied for it.
That's not true.
That's all CNN did was call for me to be taken off the air.
No one called
That's
for you to
all
take it
you've
off.
done. That's all you said needs to be taken down. Why aren't you taking it down? You said don't. That's all you've written
Why
about. That's all
did you
you've
delete
done.
your tweets the other day? A few weeks ago. You deleted 20 tweets.
We delete tweets and stuff all the time with mistakes in them, you name it. We probably delete 5 tweets a day.
So you made mistakes? Is that what you're conceding?
Some of those things don't come out the way we want, but the point is CNN never makes mistakes because they lie on purpose.
You made mistakes, though.
No, you never make mistakes.
So when you
because you
deleted-
control reality, huh?
Why did you delete your tweets?
Let me know what you're talking about specifically.
You
I'm just like
talked
you.
about your
See,
show.
I don't lie like you do. I didn't delete any tweets. There are no tweets. What are tweets? Hell, I'll gaslight you. What are tweets? What are tweets? I don't know what you're talking about. Tweets. Delete them all the time. Typos, you name it. And because you guys take things out of context and lobby for them, like when CNN said that I said, Antifa says they're coming to people's houses to attack you. I said, people should be ready. If Antifa comes to attack you, defend yourself. That's not calling for battle rifles against the media. And MSNBC and CNN and all you guys at NBC lied and sat there and said, we're getting chills up our spines. Why, Jones says he's coming for us when the last thing I want is offensive violence. And it's the left calling for it everywhere. Do you support Antifa?
What was that?
You support Antifa?
I'm sorry.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't know what it is.
swore to Antifa?
Do you support Antifa?
I don't support violence, Alex.
Oh, but CNN's had pieces saying Antifa's good.
He just went in.
You missed it. You were too busy yelling at me.
Well, when you got anything anyways.
What was that?
But they got anything anyways. Already talked to him earlier. Oh, if I could rig the playing field and shut everybody else down, I might be a real boy someday. If I could get to work for a big corrupt corporation and shut everybody down, I might be a big boy.
Pleasure, Alex.
Yeah, that's been a big pleasure. There goes the enemy of the First Amendment.
Are we just gonna go?
I think we're just trying to look at it.
You want to go over there and I'll go in?
That was very, very, very satisfying. Okay, let's go over here for a minute.
Not right now, just hang out. Oh, that's right.
I think those rings are hate speech, and I want them banned right now. All right, if I say nose rings are sign of white supremacists, I want it banned. I say ban Jack Dorsey, and I say ban Twitter because I think a nose ring is white supremacy.
What is your message to Jack Dorsey here this afternoon? Why are you here? That's what people want to know. Why is Alex?
I want to be able to face my accusers because these committees get up here and they say all these lies, things I never said, things I never did. The House a committee on defense last year said that I'm a Russian agent with no proof. I mean, when they had the McCarthy hearings, you got to go face your accusers. So Darcy's not even my issue. I am Jack Dorsey. I was just talking to CNN's Darcy, the guy that tries to police the internet. My issue is I'm unable to face my accusers. They get up there in these media spectacles. The Democrats mainly lie, say things about me that aren't true. The CEOs and presidents of companies go, oh, yes, we know it's horrible, we're trying. And then I'm used as the thing to kill the First Amendment.
Right.
So it's fake news, corporate media, trying to get rid of its competition. It's absolutely out of control. So to Jack Dorsey, I would just say, at least you're doing a lot better than Google and others who've moved to communist China and Apple, and that came up in the earlier hearings, that they've moved to communist China and are helping round up political dissidents.
What was your take on the substance of the hearing over in the Senate Intelligence Committee this morning? Because you were in the room.
I think Cotton did a good job saying, listen, you don't even work with the U.S. government. You won't even work with the U.S. military, but you're working with the Chinese military. That's why Google isn't here. He pointed out that Google is monstrous at this point. Don't be evil, they become pure evil. Apple has moved to China.
Right.
This is the big issue. And they're talking about me and strawman stuff I never even said or did, and how I'm a bad guy, so let's ban me off everywhere, when these companies are moving to China and helping round up political dissidents.
Right. Final question for you. What is most misunderstood about Alex Jones and InfoWars by members of Congress? You're here on Capitol Hill. What do they most fundamentally misunderstand about your mission?
They don't misunderstand. They know I'm effective. They know I'm huge. They know I'm helping push a populist resurgence of America, and the elites don't want that. They want their same old globalist control. So they want to misrepresent who I am to the straw man, shut me down, use that as the beta test model in their own words, to then shut everybody else down, and it's already begun. But we are exposing it ahead of the election, so we have time to change it. And major actions coming from the president and others very, very soon.
All right, thank you very much, Alex Jones. Appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
All
Good
right.
talking to you. All right.
All right, Joe. Well, that's not a bad return.
Sorry.
Are you the sergeant of arms here?
I am not.
Oh, you just like direct everybody. Thank God we got you here. Anyways.